name is Jenny, and I'm a wife and mom raising 2 kids. But I used to live a more glamorous life as a TV reporter. I was on the nightly news interviewing pop stars and politicians. So when I said goodbye to TV and hello to motherhood, I suddenly discovered what we moms are up against. We live in a world that tells us to be rich and famous, thin and successful. You know, almost nobody says, "Oh, hey, you're a mom? That is fabulous." But you are fabulous, and I'm here to tell you why.
It's the Channel Mom Show, celebrating you with Jenny Dean Schmidt.
Brought to you by the Healthy Marriage Project. Just click on one of their ads to find out about a healthy relationship workshop near you. Welcome back to the Channel Mom Show. We are so glad you are here, Mom. We applaud you for what we do. If nobody else has thanked you today, we're here to thank you because you basically have one of the most important jobs on the planet. Without you, we would have no planet left. If no one was raising the children well, we would all be killing each other. So we thank you for what you do. We know it's exhausting and sometimes guilt-ridden, but we're so honored to be able to doing this show for you, and we do appreciate what you do as mothers. So we are back with Jill Savage from Hearts at Home, and she too has a heart for moms. She wants to equip and encourage you. You know, she realized as a mom that she was in need and she was struggling and there was nowhere to go. She could go to a conference about how to teach music in the classroom, but she couldn't go to a conference for how to be a great mom or how to be encouraged as a mom. So she started it herself, and she has these wonderful conferences around the country. Welcome back to the show, Jill.
Thank you.
Shelley actually wanted to ask you a question, Jill, about why you knew so well that moms would need to hear about how they shouldn't feel guilty. So go ahead, Shell.
You asked it already. That was the question.
Yeah. Oh, no. Well, how she personally knew?
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, or your personal guilt, if you'd like to share that, what that was.
Well, I think it's constant. You know, I get to 5 o'clock and I haven't thought about dinner, and I go, ugh. Why am I not on top of this?
Yeah.
You know, I promised myself yesterday that I would have dinner in the crock pot by 9 o'clock in the morning. Why did I not do that today?
Okay, I'm just going to interrupt you.
It's like you didn't know you were going to eat.
Because I just want to hug you right now through the radio, because I have that exact same thought. And I forget to feed my kids. My friends make fun of me because I'm one of those people, I forget to feed myself. You know, and I forget, and I think, why does every other mom have something in the crock pot and it's warm and the whole house smells delicious and it's 6:30 and I've got nothing?
Right. Exactly. And so instant guilt.
Yeah.
Instant guilt. Okay, today I was walking out the door and heading out for some errands, and I looked at the laundry and it was just piled. And I went, Jill, why have you not thought about laundry this week? I've had 20 million other things going on.
Yeah. That's my downfall. The laundry.
And so again, guilt. Why, you know, Jill, it's Saturday. You need to be getting all that laundry done. I mean, it's just we're constantly hard on ourselves, and it doesn't help us. It doesn't help us be a better mom. It doesn't help us be lead our kids better. And so I think that's a place where we really have to learn in that moment what to do with it. And that's why that grace thing. Grace is allowing. I say when I give my husband grace, it's allowing him to be human and to make mistakes. When I give my kids grace, that's what it's doing. Okay, when I give myself grace, it's the same thing. It's allowing me to be human. And so in that moment, I have to go, I'm human. I cannot get 50 things done in a week and not drop something. So, Jill, let it go. Let it go. We can have cereal for dinner. It's okay.
Yeah,
if it's good enough for breakfast, it's good enough for dinner.
Amen, girl. I did that just the other day because it was liberating. I thought, okay, we have no meat, so we're having cereal for dinner. And it actually felt good to say that.
Oh, and the kids are thrilled.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. The easier the better for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And your conferences, by the way, Jill Savage, the head of Hearts at Home, and they do have conferences, and they have one coming to Colorado. Jill, why don't you briefly tell moms about your different conferences across the country, because I know you have one going on, I believe, up in Minnesota as well. So can you just tell them the dates and how they can go register at Hearts at Home so we can get to that?
Right. Yeah, if you go to heartsathome.org and you just click on our events, it'll take you to be able to register for the Colorado Conference, which is October 12th and 13th in Colorado Springs, or our North Central Conference, which is in Rochester, Minnesota, November 9th and 10th. And both of those feature Michelle Duggar as a keynote, also Dr. Julianne Slattery, formerly of the psychologist on Focus on the Family. They feature the Fly Lady. I don't know if you're familiar with her,
yes.
But she is a woman that teaches women how to organize their homes in a very practical, simple way. There are dozens of workshops, everything from workshops for the single mom, workshops for the blended family, workshops for the working mom, workshops for taking care of your home, taking care of yourself, workshops of a spiritual nature, workshops on taking care of your marriage. I mean, we just cover the gamut. And so every mom designs her own day to meet her needs as a mom. Maybe you're feeling like, oh, I need encouragement in my marriage. You're going to take maybe a couple of marriage workshops.
Yeah.
Maybe you're feeling like, oh, I've got a teenager and I'm not quite sure what to do with them. You're going to take some of the teenage workshops. So every season of motherhood we cover, and every type of motherhood we cover as well. So every mom is going to find encouragement at a Hearts at Home conference.
Yeah, we have a listener, Christine, who I'm hoping is hearing this because I know that she would love some of your workshops. And I'm going to be there. I'm actually looking forward to it. Channel Mom is going to have a booth there, I believe. And I'm just going to throw this out there. I would love to do a workshop for you next time you come to Colorado, my dear, because I love what you're doing, and I would love to have a part in encouraging the moms that you are serving. It's fabulous.
Yeah, it's exciting. It really is.
Yeah, it is. It's wonderful. I wanted you just briefly, because we do have some Michelle Duggar fans who tune into the show regularly. Would you just tell folks what some of what she touches on so they can know what they can look forward to from the keynote speaker, Michelle Duggar?
Well, in the keynote session, Michelle is offering a keynote session, and then she's also offering a workshop. So in the keynote session, Michelle really talks a lot about her story and what caused them to make the decisions that they have made for their family. Yeah. So you really have an understanding of their journey and their story and how they came to those decisions. And then in the workshop, she's actually doing a workshop on practical parenting tips, where she literally is just talking about everything from getting your children to do chores, to behave, ways to handle misbehavior. I mean, she is a woman that is just full of practical tips.
She is. I mean, she has to run a tight ship. And you can see it on the show. She's been on our show a couple of times and done interviews here. And you can see that she's so calm, and she has that sweet, sweet voice, which well, I can't even imagine her disciplining, but she must, because her house is run beautifully. At least it appears to be on camera. So I love her tips. I mean, she had some wonderful things to say when she was on the show here.
Well, and she one of the things that she shared in her workshop is that she used to be a screaming mom.
Oh, I didn't know.
I didn't know that until I attended her workshop, and she talked about that, and she talked about making the decision to stop yelling at her kids and how she practically did that.
Wow.
I know.
That big.
Was huge, and I heard a lot of moms talking about that and how that was it was not only encouraging to them, but it was very empowering to them, because she didn't just talk about it. She talked about how to do that and the practical steps that she took.
Yeah, and she also talks about homeschooling, doesn't she? And I know we have some homeschooling moms that listen to the show.
Absolutely, she does. She talks about homeschooling. She shares about their journey to decide to homeschool and the practical sides of that as well.
Why do you think homeschooling makes some people so mad? Why do you think they respond negatively to homeschooling?
I don't know. I mean, I think sometimes people get angry at anything that seems like it's outside of the box, their box.
Yeah.
We all have our own boxes, don't we?
Yeah, yes, we do.
And when somebody introduces something that's outside of our box, unfortunately, sometimes I think that, we even jump into judgment in that, and we begin to judge each other.
Yeah.
And so I think that's a piece of it. And, we've homeschooled off and on. We're not avid homeschoolers. Mm-hmm. We have homeschooled as our kids have needed it, and based upon each child. And so, we had a season where our oldest son just really needed to be pulled out of school because, honestly, we wanted him to grow into be a leader instead of a follower. Mm. So we pulled him out in 6th and 7th grade and really worked with him on some character issues so that he would be more of a leader than a follower.
No, that's big. I understand that. And Shelley, you've talked about concerns in that area as well.
Especially 6th and 7th grade. Man, those are tough.
Those are very, very tough. Mm-hmm. I want moms to understand that they can come to this conference and they can get some love and they can get some great practical tips for their motherhood, and they can be encouraged, and they can go to heartsathome.org, right, to sign up there, and they can hear great speakers like Dr. Julie Slattery, is that correct? And then Michelle Duggar. Yeah. And as I said, I'm personally looking forward to going to it. Do you have any questions, Shell?
What about, do you talk about your marriage? Tell me one of those breakouts.
Yeah, there are several marriage workshops. In fact, one of them is how to fight for your marriage. Mm. And I think that one is so important. We've got another one, the 3 gifts of sex.
Huh?
Where
Getting a
we're
little
just
racy
right
there,
in
Jill.
there, we're going to talk about it.
Yeah,
and
kids.
We're not afraid to talk about anything at Hearts at Home. Anything that a mom is dealing with, we are going to be diving into it in some way, shape, or form. And you're not going to get theory at Hearts. You're going to get practical, because we have learned over this is our 19th year of doing Hearts at Home conferences, and we have learned our moms come to learn. They come and it's like going to school. It's going to mom school, and they're ready to learn. We had our first 2012 conference in Illinois this year. We had 6,400 moms in attendance.
Oh, that's fabulous. It just shows you the need out there and the desire, you know.
Yes, it really does. It absolutely does.
I applaud you for being real, because moms need to be real. Shell has one more question, but let me just quickly say, obviously, you're a God girl, you're a woman of faith, and you incorporate women's faith into this and encourage them spiritually, yes?
Yes, we do. That's an important part of it. Although, even if faith isn't a part of a mom's life, they're going to feel comfortable being at Hearts at Home.
Yeah.
Because we keep that in mind.
Yeah.
But definitely, that's an important part of it. We weave that faith piece into family and how important that is in our lives.
Absolutely. And I'm right there. I'm one of those people, but I also feel called to love on all moms. And so if that's not where they're walking, I just want to be able to love them, period, and not say this is where you have to be. And I think you're the same way. Shell, what do you want to say?
How much does it cost?
Oh, how much does it cost? It's $89.
Yeah, very reasonable.
And that covers your lunch. Your lunch is provided as long as you register before September 19th.
Okay.
If you register after September 19th, then lunch isn't included. You'll have to, leave and go find something or bring a sack lunch. So it's best to register by September 19th. Here's a really cool thing, is that we actually do offer a group registration, too, for groups of 10 or more, and that takes $10 off of that. Wonderful. So, for moms groups or church groups where they can pull together 10 moms, that's a great deal for them as well. And all of that information is available at heartsathome.org.
Yep, and it's October 12th and 13th right here in Colorado, and I'm going to be there. I don't know if you're going to go, Shell, too. And then
and October 12th is a Friday, and it doesn't start till 7 o'clock on Friday night.
Okay. So that's good, so moms can get
Friday
there.
night, and then all day Saturday. Now, Friday night, we are featuring a group called 321 Improv, and these are 3 guys, and they do improv comedy.
Wonderful.
And what we have learned is, on Friday night, we call it Mom's Night Out, and moms just want to laugh.
Yeah.
We do, and we need to.
Mm-hmm.
We need to laugh. And these guys are so funny, and it's beautiful humor, and it just until your belly hurts. You laugh until your belly hurts. So Mom's Night Out features music and speakers and improv comedy. I mean, it is a great night of fun. And then Saturday, we kind of kick into the mom school part of it, and that runs from approximately 8:30 to 5.
Wonderful. We applaud what you're doing. Jill Savage, Hearts at Home, heartsathome.org, if you'd like to sign up for one of these conferences coming up, especially here in Colorado. Thank you so much for being on the show, and thank you for being the mom that you are, Jill.
Thank you.
All right, take care.